Hey guys, I'm Beignet.
And I'm DetectiveMocha.
And today we bring you a list of top 10 megas that we'd like to see in Alpha, Sapphire, and Omega Ruby. We're not doing, like, the major Pokemon, like the,
Pokemon that people least expected.
Yeah, that's more of what we're doing. We're not doing starters, because we all know
Starters are in there, we know Latias and Latias, we know at least the legendaries, like Kyogre and...
Yeah, we know the legendaries are going to get megas, so that's completely out of the question. Starting at number 10 is Mega Metagross. Mega Metagross is one that actually I think is probably a fan favorite for top 10 megas that should be, or in most top 10 megas actually, because personally I never played through Gen 3, so perhaps the detective would know a little bit more about the whole fan favorite thing. Yes? No?
Knowing about Metagross, being a fan favorite.
Yeah, what's with the...
It is a
what's
fan
the story?
favorite. It is a fan favorite, because one, it's a pseudo.
Right.
It's a pseudo.
Those things are overpowered.
And for one, I don't know many people who use Metagross, but I don't play competitive.
Well, most of the megas, like two of the main megas I see are Tyranitar and Garchomp, both of which are their generation's respective mega, or not megas, but pseudo legendaries, which both have megas, ironically. So yeah, that's mad.
It wouldn't be fair to leave out Metagross without a Mega because it's a pseudo legend, right? It's
Okay.
just like Salamence.
Okay.
It's just like Salamence.
Yes, but Salamence... Well, actually, Salamence is also one that people want to see. But sadly, that didn't make our top 10.
No.
Moving on to number 9. Mega Luxray. Mega Luxray, like, initially, when I was coming up with my 10 to put into the basically a randomizer almost for what we were deciding on. This one ended up being more of design than anything, but I figured it could be an electric dark type. I mean, because it learns Crunch, it learns, I don't know, I never really used Luxray. Like, I just didn't. I couldn't handle Shanks.
I played through 4th gen.
Well, I did too. I played through Pearl and Soul Silver. But I just never, like, I didn't do anything with Shanks. Because Shanks was weird for me. But, I mean, it's one of those off-brand Pokemon that, like, anyways, moving on to number 8. It is Mega Leavanny. Stephanie, take it away.
Personally, I love Leavanny. I use Leavanny all the time in 5th gen. I don't know why. It's a pain in the raise because it leaves happiness to raise it by. But I would love to see Leavanny with Mega. Because why not? Why not give it a Mega? I've seen other Pokemon I never wanted to be Mega, like for instance, Mega Scizor. I hate Mega Scizor.
Hey, Scizor's good. Scizor's...
I don't like Mega Scizor.
Scizor is not overpowered. You know who's...
He's another Pokemon I never expected to be a Mega. Mega Beignet. What's the purpose of it? I don't get it.
I don't see anyone.
Mega Beignet.
Like, it's kind of like Aerodactyl.
Look, if you see Leavanny's design, I like the design. Make it similar like that.
Actually, you know, this
I
one...
love the design.
Well, I would love this design, like... Moving on to number 7, Mega Dusknoir. This one is actually something I have thought of. And that's because Dusknoir, while also being immune to fighting and normal type moves, which makes it lovely for competitive, like set up a wall with like Blissey or something, and then use this to protect it until he can kill the fighting type. Yeah, that is one of the best strategies I've seen, actually. And it actually defeated me once upon a time. Like, I don't know, I just love... Actually, to be fair, I would love to hear a backstory behind a Mega Dusknoir. Like, I mean, there's just something else about it. Especially this design, like, that is... I don't know, I feel like meeting this in a dark alley would probably be the end of me. Alright, moving on to number 6 is Mega Chimecho.
Okay, just to say this now. Chimecho is very underappreciated. Why? No one uses it. Why? It's useless.
It is useless, like...
Shut up.
Yeah, well, okay, you can sweep with the Magic Carp. I don't see people using Chimecho, ever.
I'll use Chimecho. I'll use it.
That's a Gen 3 Pokemon, right?
Yeah, it's a Gen 3 Pokemon. Chimecho?
Okay. Well, I mean, you can... Well, I mean, it makes... This is actually the first, well, first fully Gen... I don't know. I thought it was. I forgot that we had, Metagross.
I don't think maybe Chimecho's in anyone's list, because one, they don't expect Chimecho to get a Mega because it's useless in competitive battle.
Which every Mega can be good and competitive, especially if it increases their speed on something you actually need speed on. Like Aerodactyl, for instance. That thing, if you're not expecting them to Mega with Aerodactyl, then it's gonna cause major issues for you. Like, that's been happening to me recently.
I don't play competitive, so I don't know anything. I'm a shiny hunter. What do I know?
Well, I mean, you have a 6 AV Ditto. Granted, so do I, but you have one. Right. Moving on to number 5 is Mega Roserade. This is also another one of Steph's choices.
Words cannot express how much I want Roserade to have a Mega. One, it's... How can I say? It's beautiful. It's light. It's what made my Gen 3 experience an experience of Gen 3 trainer.
But Roserade wasn't added until Gen 4.
Oh, Roselia.
Well, yeah, but...
Roselia, right?
Mega Roselia. Screw Roserade. Skip straight to Mega Roselia.
No. When they added Roserade in Gen 4, I flipped the tables. I turned my room into a war zone. I turned my room into a war zone when not Mega Roserade, what? When Roserade was one of the Pokemon released in Gen 4, I was like, I want this.
I feel like...
And another reason why I wanted a Mega is I wanted to see it as not like that design, but something of complete different. Something different.
Something more like Leavanny.
Something more like Leavanny.
Like the Mega Leavanny over there.
Yeah. To me, Roserade is more of an assassin, but at the same time, to me, it's more feminist. In my opinion.
Well, bringing up the whole masculine feminine thing, at number 4 we had Mega Bisharp. This is one that I personally chose because ever since Gen 4, I've had this thing about having Pokemon with swords because, like, for those of you that don't know, I have this thing about medieval times. Not the restaurant, no. I could care less for the restaurant, their food's bad. But, like, the actual age, like the medieval age. So, Pokemon like Gallade, Bisharp, Kabutops, well, sorta, Armaldo? Is that the one from Gen 3?
Is that why you like Sizzle so much?
Yeah, because yeah, it's got. Scyther is sort of better fit for the medieval age thing, but
That's what fun.
I don't know. Scyther's banned from little cup tourneys, anyways. Otherwise, I'd use it in those. Anyways, back to Mega Bisharp. Which actually I found two interesting designs, so I showed both of them. I personally myself, I prefer the second one because I don't know. The first one has him as a horseman, which is cool, but I don't see myself riding around on a Bisharp as a Bisharp Centaur. Besides that, the blue one kind of has a more Bisharp feel, but like I don't know. I kind of like the gauntlet knives that it's got going on there. I don't know. And Steel Dark type, which I think it already is, but yeah. All right, at number 3 we have Mega Milotic.
Milotic. As I played through Gen 3, I never had a Milotic. It was very hard to get, and still hard to get because you had to maximize like beauty and the prism scale, and they found new ways to make Milotic easier to obtain, but I never owned the Milotic, which is sad. And it's become one of my favorite Pokemon because I never owned it.
Actually,
does that make sense to you?
Yeah, actually, that brings up an interesting point. In Gen 4, because of how they designed it, they had to take out the whole beauty rating, along with everything else that went along with the beauty rating. So, that's going to be interesting to see how or if they bring it back. So, I would love to see them bring it back because that's gonna make contests.
Me too. Personally, to me, I think the beauty scale to raise up its beauty to get a Milotic is really difficult for me.
Well, that's.
I'd rather have trading. Let a Feebas hold the prism scale and trade it to another person and get it back.
Yeah,
it's easier.
That's definitely easier, but I'd still like to see them bring back the whole beauty scale. Like, leave Milotic alone, evolution-wise, but, like, give it, like, I don't know, I kind of want to see the beauty brought back for contests, which, I would love to see what they do with those. With the 3D, they could do so much more.
As a design-wise for Milotic, I like its design. For this one, I like it.
It's pretty simple, actually, but, like...
It's pretty simple, but...
I think that's what makes it so good, like... I don't know.
That's what makes it so unique.
Okay, moving on to number 2. Mega Gallade. As I mentioned earlier, I love Pokemon that can be knights. Especially with something like Gallade, when they actually would have a quote-unquote princess. And that, of course, being Gardevoir, which I don't know. Like, one of the things I've always wanted is a shiny Gallade, because I love its design, and it doesn't, like, for Mega Gallade, I don't even care if it's this exact design, but if it got back in the same tier as Mega Mewtwo X, and was actually better than Mega Mewtwo X, by the way, which to be completely fair, it is. I personally would love to see this, because it would give it would only be fair to Gallade.
So it would only be fair to Gallade because Gardevoir has a Mega, and I would love to see if they would put version exclusives for Mega Gallade and Gardevoir, since it would make sense, right?
Yeah. Like, I mean, it doesn't...
Hang on, let me finish. Galar can be a version exclusive to Omega Ruby and Gardevoir to Alpha Sapphire.
Mega Ruby.
I'm confused with the names right now.
That's because, yeah, and it's not as simple as Fire Red and Leaf Green.
No,
Silver.
I'm just very confused with the names at the moment.
You put Greek into this and it's, eh. Okay, and now that I've had my tangent about Knights, about especially Galar, like, I still want that whole princess aspect put into this. At number 1, we have Mega NineTails.
Okay, recently I have been obsessed with NineTails. I don't know why. I don't know why. I've been obsessed with NineTails, Minchino. I don't know why. It's something about them that makes me attracted to them.
Especially Drought and NineTails. You have a thing about them.
I have a thing for NineTails. I don't know why. And it came to my conclusion that I wanted NineTails to have a Mega. For one, design-wise, why? The one on the screen's like a Y. Like, why would I want that? No. And to me, I would want NineTails to be a Fire Psychic type. There's another design I found, I don't know where it went, but it showed NineTails as a Psychic type. And
this one kinda shows that, but I think it shows more.
No, the other one I found when it's like turned pink. The other one. You remember that one?
No, I don't think you ever gave me that one. But like this one, it would be more. I honestly feel like it would kind of be in between like Fire Psychic and Fire Ghost. And we don't really need any more Fire Ghost types. Like,
we didn't need a Fire Psychic.
We do. I mean,
besides
Delphox is nice, but
it's no NineTails, especially Drought NineTails.
Well, I mean, Drought NineTails. Drought is its hidden ability, so I would love to see like, I would love for that to happen, and then like an ability to build on top of that. Like, I mean, preferably not something like Dry Skin, which would be completely redundant, because you'd actually end up harming yourself. But I don't know, I would love for an ability that builds on top of a Pokemon set an ability. Like, that's something they need to add to Megas.
Note the fact that NineTails is a Gen 1 Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean,
we combine a lot of Pokemon that's from Gen 5
and 4.
4, 1.
We did not add any Gen 6. Gen 6 does not...
With Gen 6, what was the point of adding Gen 6?
There's no Pokemon that really need Megas in Gen 6, despite how much people would want them. We didn't consider any of the Gen 6 to be...
What I was curious about is how would the shinies look? Do you see the drastic change between Shiny and your Gengar?
Okay, that thing... Yeah, that thing is horrifying.
I love it. That's the thing. I love it.
That's the whole thing of it. For me, I think the one that I've aside from those, something I've really noticed is pink Garchomp, pink Mega Garchomp.
I think for Mega NineTails, I think it just turned pink.
I mean, that would be interesting.
Because I showed you the one design with the
Yeah, that's our thoughts on it. If you guys have anything to say, concerning some of the ideas,
if you want to add stat boost, abilities,
yeah, especially possible abilities. That I would love to hear your guys' ideas about those. But seriously, if you have something to say about any of the Pokemon you've seen here, put it in the comments below, and I will respond to it, or Detective Mocha will. especially if you like focus on one of us to say that. But yeah, that's our thoughts on it. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.